So let's see how to add and or subtract radicals. So when you are adding and subtracting like radicals, we do it in the same way the way we add or subtract like terms in algebra. For example, you know that 3 plus 2 is 5. We all know that. Okay. Suppose we have 3a plus 2a. So this is algebraic expression. We have a variable a and we call this like term. Why we call this like term? Because they have the same variable. So when you add this, it will be 5a. You can add these two. Suppose you have 3a plus 2b. Now these are not like terms because the variables are different. Here the variable is a and in this expression we have a variable b. So we cannot add, only the like terms can get added. So the answer here will be 3a plus 2b only, we cannot add it. Whereas in this case, because we have like terms, we can add. Same rule we follow for radicals. If the radicals are same or they have like terms, then we add them, otherwise we don't add them. So for example, you have, let's say, 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2. So now this expression has same radical root 2. So we can add it. You can consider this root 2 as a. So the way you added 3a plus 2a, you can add root 2 and root 2 here. 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2 will be 5 root 2. Same way when you are subtracting it, you can subtract the like radicals. So if you have 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, you can subtract it because they have like radicals. They have same radicals. You will just have this radical as it is here, the way you had a here. So a comes as it is. Same way here the radical root 2 comes as it is, and you will perform this subtraction operation on 3 and minus 2, and this will be 1 root 2, which can also be written as root 2. So like radicals can be added or subtracted. Suppose you have addition and subtraction in the same question. So you have 9 root 10 minus 5 root 5 plus 8 root 5 minus root 10. When you're solving this kind of question, first thing you will observe whether all the radicals are in simplified form or not. So you can see all the radicals are in simplified form. After this, you will observe the like radicals. Like radicals are this root 10, 9 root 10 and this root 10. They will be added or subtracted together depending on the operation in this question. And the other set of like radicals are this. So same way in algebra, as you used to add like terms, same way here you will be adding or subtracting the like radicals. Let's see how to solve this question. So when you're solving this question, let's keep the like radicals together. 9 root 10 minus root 10. Whichever radical I shift, I will be shifting it along with the sign which appears before that. So 9 root 10, as you see, and minus root 10 comes from there. And the other like radicals are already together, which is minus root 5 root 5 plus 8 root 5. So when I solve this, I will get 9 minus, no number means 1. So 9 minus 1, which is 8, 8 root 10. And in the second set of radicals, like radicals, it is 8 minus 5 or minus 5 plus 8. Whichever way you see, you will get plus 3. We take the sign of the bigger number. Here the bigger number is 8. So 8 minus 5 gives me 3, and this is root 5 as it is. So I have solved this question wherein I am supposed to simplify. In this question, you have to simplify this radical which is given to you here. So when you are going to simplify, First thing, you're going to look for like radicals, that means like terms. Root over 11 and square root of 11. So I do have same radicals. So I can perform subtraction or addition here. But this is a fraction. So before performing addition or subtraction, I will have to make the denominators same. The two denominators are 9 and 15. So I have to think of LCM of 9 and 15, or the common denominator for both the expressions, which can be done like this, the way you have been doing, finding LCM, or if you can visualize and write it, what could be the common denominator, you can do it straight away. So 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 1 and 5 times 1. This will give me the common denominator. LCM here I'll get 3 times 3 times 5, which is 45. So even if you don't want to do this process, it's fine. But without doing that also, if you can find out the common denominator, that's perfect. So 45 is the common denominator. In the process of making the denominator same, I'm going to multiply here 5, because 9 times 5 is going to give me 45. And when you multiply and divide by the same number, it doesn't matter, because eventually it gets cancelled and gives you the same fraction which you see here. Okay, and here 15 times 3 I have to do, because 15 times 3 is 45. I'm making the denominator for both the fractions 45. So whatever I multiply to the denominator, same thing I'll have to multiply to the numerator as well. When I solve further, I will get 10 root 11 upon 45 minus 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 under root 11 upon 15 times 3 gives me 45. Now you can see the denominator is same. So I'll keep the denominator same, 45. And numerators I will write as it is. After that I will perform subtraction. And have the same radical root 11, square root of 11. So now I can perform subtraction. So these are the same radicals here. So I can do the subtraction here. If the radicals are not same, I cannot subtract these two terms. So I will write the radical as it is. So I get square root of 11 as it is. And I will do 10 minus 24, which is negative 14 upon 45. So this looks like the simplified version of the radical. I will check if I can somehow cancel and simplify 14 and 45. No, I cannot. They don't have any common factor. So the most simplified answer for this question in radical form is this. You will not convert this problem into decimal, because the question is asking you to simplify the radical, and sometimes in the question it is mentioned leave your answer in radical form. So just simplify and leave your answer in radical form. Do not start using the calculator as soon as you see a question like this. Apply the laws of radicals